Hi, Russ Gould coming to you live again from Inspire 2017. I've got a special guest, Victor Bensusan from Yakidoo, one of our partners. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for taking the time today. I know you've been pretty busy with everything you're doing. And is this your first Inspire?
Well, it's my second Inspire, and I think my 11th Transform from that point of view.
So you've been a long time Kofax customer.
That's right. Yeah, actually, I've been working with Kofax since 1999, so it's been quite a long journey.
So tell me a little bit about Yakidoo and what you do for your customers.
Sure. So as you said, we're a Diamond Kofax partner, and well, we transform the way they do business. And by working with them and providing them with solutions that are meant to be for their business.
Okay.
And and we work with every vertical that there is in the industry, and we are solution experts when it comes to providing them with the right solutions that will work for them.
Okay. And in terms of, as you said, kind of helping your customers with their digital transformation journey, could you talk a little bit about, maybe some of the areas where you're helping them in terms of that digital transformation?
Yeah. So since as I said, we work in many verticals. So in the banking industry, we're transforming the way they do business by being able to actually capture their information up front rather than doing it in their back office, as many of those banks do. In insurance companies, transforming the way they process their documents and they do their workflows with their documents and archive those documents. Transportation industry, being able to capture BOLs much more accurately and providing them with a very quick ROI when it comes to doing all that data entry process that they need to do and to moving those documents from one place to the other. And then with RPA, robotics process automation, being able to transform the way that, removing that data entry process and doing it with a robot rather than having somebody keying in the information.
So you talked about some of them, focusing or moving some of the process, up front or engaging with their customers more. So could you talk a little bit, I think it was in banking perhaps, where you might be helping customers engaging with their customers a little bit more with the offerings that we've got together.
Yeah, so one of the things being able to onboard their customers. So we've had many banks that have actually approached us, and the way that they wanted to do is like going to a coffee house, okay, and being able to engage with their customers with an iPad and actually grab all their information from that customer using an iPad rather than having them to go to a formal office and filling out all this paperwork. Being able to actually take images of their driver's license and their documents, and then starting that process immediately while the customer is there and finding out, hey, I'm missing this document. And asking that customer right there, do you have the document with you so I can actually take an image of it and start processing the process for that loan or that opening of an account. And what that does, and it actually provides the customer information now, okay? And what we've been finding out is many banks are losing a lot of those customers because the younger generation wants to do everything in a mobile way, rather than going to a branch or rather than going to deal with somebody that at an office. So what this does, it actually provides them with the opportunity to actually get a new demographic of customers into those branches.
So it sounds like you're actually using the broad spectrum of offerings that Kofax brings to the marketplace to help your customers. It sounds like, as you talk through the story, I can see where all the different products come to play. So I assume that's a benefit to you and one of the reasons why you're a partner with us.
That's right. The way that Kofax has put their KTA platform together allows to do that first mile, okay? So actually allows the customers to actually interact with whoever they're working with very seamlessly, and allows them to actually be able to know where they're at that process with their bank manager or whoever they're working with. So that has allowed us to become very competitive in the market because we're able to offer something out of one full package that allows them to do everything that they really need.
So in terms of RPA, you had mentioned that. So digital transformation obviously is a big part of your business
Yes,
and,
right.
and helping your customers, but you've also mentioned RPA. What's driving that or bringing that about?
Well, what we're finding is that prospects and customers want to actually be able to cut back in the way that they process not their documents, but their processes, right? Being able to cut back on keystrokes, necessary keystrokes. So, not having to log into different websites or logging into a bank or logging into unnecessary keystrokes that somebody might be doing, like to maybe log into a bank and to transfer funds from one bank to the other. We actually have the ability of taking all that back and actually putting a robot in place that will do that keystrokes and do those processes for them.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. So Yakidoo's a very successful partner. Thank you very much for your support and staying with us all these years. But any words of wisdom for other partners out there as they're really embarking on their journey, say with Kofax? Some recommendations you could make for them?
Yeah, it's our experience with working with Kofax has been great. Very supportive, supporting us as a partner, and I guess embark on the new technologies. Okay, not move away from the legacy technologies, but also embark in the new technologies such as Insight, Kapow, KTA, and SignDoc, and all those technologies that are there. I think that's the future. Okay, it's not just capturing documents and retrieving information from those documents. Is actually doing everything else that's involved. That's where the future is, and I think that if a partner becomes involved more in those things, they will be more successful and to grow their business.
Good advice. So you've been a Inspire Transform attendee for 14 years now. Anything new and different this year?
Well, this year we decided to put a booth in.
Okay.
And
very good.
And it's been a great experience. I think that we're at about 35 leads that we've received in the last 1.5 days, and we're very excited. I think that it was a great investment from our end to actually put a booth in this year. And we've been a sponsor of Inspire and Transform in the past as well too. But this was a great bang for our money this year as well.
Awesome. Yeah. Good to hear.
Great.
Well, Victor, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Great. Thank you.
And that was Victor Bensusan of Yakidoo, and my name's Russ Gould, and closing out another interview here live on the floor at Inspire 2017.